How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today I will be talking about a pretty recent movie that I have watched in the movie theater. It is Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, as you've seen by the title. I'm not going to give too much of an intro because I just think that we should get straight into this video. I think it was a really good movie. I think it was a really fun watch, especially since you have a bit more of a serious movie with like Oppenheimer and a lot more of these different movies. I think that taking a step back and watching an action movie, and one that it's going to be a big jump, you know that it's going to be impossible to do. And obviously we have Tom Cruise in this movie, who does his own stunts, which, by the way, that motorcycle scene where he jumps off of the mountain, which was in all the promotional videos, so you're not getting anything new from these. I'm not spoiling anything, but that jump was insane. I really respect Tom Cruise for the stunts that he does, and just the movies that he makes are really good and they're really fun watches. And I think that it's very interesting to talk about these types of movies that he makes, because Mission Impossible has been going on since the 1990s or early 2000s, and it's still going, and they're still equally as watchable and equally as enjoyable. And so I just want to go and talk about them a bit. Spoiler warning ahead. I know that the movie's been out for a couple weeks already, but there are some people that don't want to go into the movie theater and want to watch it at home, which is completely reasonable. I think that this is a really good movie to watch in the theater. So that's my opinion, but you guys might want to do something different. So let's go into the movie. We have Mission Impossible, Ethan Hunt, back at it again. And so he gets a mission, he chooses to accept it. And this whole entire mission is centered around AI and the dangers that AI have. And I know that right now AI is that big household topic. It's a big trigger word for a lot of people. You say AI at a family dinner and you will be talking about it for the next 50 minutes. And so having that underlying topic there, basically the Russian agents and Russian undercover agents, they made a new AI that has this whole entire code that it can shield someone from the internet. It can change all of this, and it basically it's like a virus that latches on the internet. And so you have this AI that is just trapped in the middle of the ocean because a Russian submarine blew itself up because of the use of AI. And so the movie just goes into trying to find these two keys that, if you put them together, you can go to the submarine, and then you can actually control the AI or destroy the AI. And you have this whole entire ethical battle with the different governments of the world trying to get their hands on this key, because whoever controls the entity controls the internet, and whoever controls the internet controls the world, basically. And so you go into this really tense scenario where the government is trying to get the key and actually be able to control it. But then you have Ethan Hunt, which is Tom Cruise, and he is trying to get this key to now destroy the entity, because he sees how bad the entity can actually be fallen into the wrong hands. And who are the right hands? There are no right hands. And so the best thing to do would just be to destroy it, which I completely agree with. And like I said, these movies are so far-fetched. There's this train sequence at the very end of the movie where it's just so far-fetched that you can do all of that, but it's a really exciting watch. You're at the edge of your seat the whole entire movie. The acting is actually really good at acting for one of these agent movies and all this type of stuff. That's how Mission Impossible makes itself different from a lot of different movies, a lot of different action movies and spy movies. The acting might not be all there. Here you have really good acting, really good stakes, and you have an incredible cast that has been, most of them have been there for a pretty long time. Even the villain of the movie, he came back from the first movie just to kind of I think Dead Reckoning is going to be the last storyline in the Mission Impossible franchise. I might be wrong, but Tom Cruise is 61, yet he does these incredible stunts. Did 300 skydives a day just for this movie. He is the literal definition of insane, and I really love seeing his work. He's really great. He does all these different kinds of movies. And here you always will see Tom Cruise running in a suit. That is something that you will not like get rid of. But the action sequences are super good visually and also like choreographed. They're really good. And then you have these characters that we really do care about because they've spanned some movies. Some of them die, and you have this emotional battle that now they're fighting with our emotions, but also trying to move forward, because that is the important part of this movie. You can't just stop to be emotional when you have the end of the world potentially coming, and you have to do everything you can to stop it. And so you like the whole movie. The plot of the movie is pretty easy. You have the key that you need to find to go destroy the thing, but there's obviously people trying to get the key, and then there's people trying to destroy the key so that the entity can live. And so you have this whole entire plot. But what happens in the movie makes it all that more interesting. They know that Tom Cruise has the key, and they know that his team has the key, and so he's being hunted by governments. He's being hunted by these assassins that work for the entity. You have all of this just going into Ethan Hunt, and usually it's just Ethan just trying to go up against maybe a military of a government because he's known for going rogue. And you have this whole entire just I'm at a loss for words, because the movie is just an incredible spectacle to watch. And like the plot itself, it sounds really basic when I talk about it. It doesn't sound like there's too much going on. But when I talk about the visual aspect of the movie, I think that that's what a lot of the Mission Impossible movies characterize on. And the tension building that it has is really great. A lot of you could feel the tension in the theater. You can feel like them jumping from one train cart to another when the train is falling off of a cliff. You can feel those types of tension sequences where there are some agents that are hunting Ethan, and they're starting to doubt what is going on, and then they really do doubt it to the point where they have a clear chance at killing him or at taking him in, and they just don't take it because they start to believe that he is doing the right thing, and that he is the good guy in this movie. And obviously good guy can be subjective to what a lot of people may believe, but I think that the movie does make him the good guy, and that is exactly what we're trying to watch. We're trying to see a good guy doing good things and doing extremely incredible stunts. But I just think that this movie is a really great movie. And if I had to put it on a scale, like the Mission Impossible movies, they're really repetitive, and we've seen 11 of them, or I think we might be on 8 or something, but we've seen billions of them. But every time I watch a new one, it's really great, and it's a really fun ride. So I'm giving this movie an 8.6. It's really high up there. I really enjoyed it. I thought that there were some really funny scenes, and then I thought that there were some very serious scenes, and I thought that there were some really holy fuck, that is amazing scenes. But I do give it an 8.6. Comment down below what you guys think about the movie. I think that it was a very interesting movie, but you guys might have a different opinion, and that is amazing, and that is great. I want to really encourage that type of conversation where we can all grow from each other's opinions and all be able to improve what we think based on what someone else thinks. Maybe someone makes a better point that I didn't think about, and then I might revise the ideas that I have about this movie. For me, right now it's an 8.6, but I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I know I've been out, but I'm trying to upload as constantly as possible because I really want you guys to have as much content as possible. So thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.